for me, I think the work that we do is really important, and so it's good to have a conference like this just to reflect and to take time to think about how we're getting there, because we're not there yet, but we are certainly working hard and making a real difference with the people we work with, so it's good.
We think we're not quite there yet. We're getting there slowly, but there's a lot more work, a lot more collaboration between different organisations. I think we can get there.
Yeah, and I think having young people involved at every step of the way is also a big gap. A lot of decisions get made, and a young person may never even been close to the decision-making process. So I really think getting young people in control of their own destinies.
I think we've got a lot more qualified youth workers than we used to have, and I think that one of the things that helps youth workers survive in the field is having qualifications. A lot of students now coming to university end up with a course that costs them a lot of money, and there isn't the support for students to actually study that there used to be.
Yep.
And the courses are relatively underfunded.
Are we there yet? I don't think so. Looking at this conference over the last 2 days, I think youth issues are too diverse, too big, even on a general population. And when we look at just specific to Indigenous, I think no, we're not there, because there's still lots and lots of things to do, and I think there's lots more meetings that need to be done yet.
Our general consensus between the both of us is that we're not there yet.
Not quite.
Because we don't believe that services are adequate throughout all of New South Wales, let alone Australia. So we think that the consistency between these services needs to be increased and have more up-to-standard services.
And more access, especially in rural areas such where I'm from, Moree, which is quite remote, and we don't have a lot of access to places, and services as
Transport is another issue.
Yeah.
We're somewhat getting the way there, but there's a long way to go. The area that Beyond Blue looks at is in terms of mental health and particularly depression amongst young people. And I think there's a lot of the ways we've got to go there, particularly in regards to how boys relate to with mental health and reducing the stigma that is attached to having a mental illness.
Not enough services and not enough access to services. Needs to be more promotion of services.
Well, I think the question should be whether we will get there at all. I mean, my answer is that we will never get there because it's a moving target.
I think a lot of people have this opinion about today's youth that we're apathetic, that we don't actually care about things, and I think this conference proved that we do. And there's a lot of people out there that want to make things work, and a lot of youth workers and young people.
What do you reckon? Are we there yet?
No.
Nah, I don't think so.
Not even close. Not even close.
What needs to be done? I would say
first work out where we're going. Yeah. I don't know where we're going.
I reckon the conference is a good step because it at least brings a whole bunch of people who've got an interest in where we're going to come together and start talking about it all. So I think rather than are we there yet, I think we should be saying this is the place to start.
And like you've got so many people here, I think it would be an awesome road trip wherever we go.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine who runs a drugs agency in London once said the problem with UK youth policy is too often it hits the target but misses the point. I like that expression. And finally, I've always believed that the best youth policy is one that is based on the extension of opportunity and experience for young people, an opportunity-focused youth policy, rather than one that is focused on the pathologies of young people and one that is problem-oriented.
So Carmel, are we there yet?
Well, I was pondering that this morning as I was listening to our plenary speakers, and I think no, we're not, and we don't ever want to be there because we want to be on a journey. We want to get there together.
That's a good point. So what's the journey doing though? What do we need for the journey?
We need some leadership from the top down and from the bottom up.
So I reckon in Victoria it's not so bad, but where's the gap?
The gap's at the federal level. I think in Victoria things are going well. We need some leadership at the federal level. We need some resources and people and some champions.
Yeah, champions, leaders. Leadership, are we there yet? Not quite.
But we're on the way.
So see ya.
Bye.